Hello lovelies, welcome to Lanmou Tarot. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is a general reading for the collective for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the remainder of February. And thank you so much for your patience. I disappeared for a little bit as I was recovering from an illness. I am back and I'm happy to be reconnecting with you guys and also to bring out the messages from Spirit. And I hope these messages resonate with you. And I've pre-shuffled these cards and we have in jumpers here, Cancer, for you. That was the Three of Cups that jumped for you, Cancer. And here we go. Cancer. Alright, we have here the Chariot. We have the that's a Queen of, I always have to look at her. She looks so masculine, that Queen, right? That's the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Five of, oh my goodness, Cancer, Five of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Empress. Okay, so there's a lot going on right now for you, Cancer, but they still have, like, at the bottom of the deck, what you have is abundance. It's like you're turning your back towards this madness and you're looking towards the eagle up there. You're looking towards your kingdom, your beautiful garden. Like, you're like, I don't have time for this, all of this. Cancer. Okay, we have here the Chariot, and we see in the back of that chariot leaving, okay? And as the chariot is leaving, the wolf is dissolving, almost disappearing behind them. And it's as if we have that purple hue at the bottom. There's grass, there's greenery in front of him. The night sky is, you know, above him, but it's like that greenery. It's almost like he's into space. It's almost the world is dissolving and there's another dimension, right? The world that you just traveled turned into something completely different, almost not of this world. So whatever it is that you're leaving behind, you're turning your back on, you're really done with it, and there is no going back, Cancer. You're turning your back onto something and you have no intention on going back. And even if you wanted to go back, there's no way to make your way back here, it seems like, because the world is no longer there. You would turn back, try to reverse, there's no world to reverse into, okay? And underneath that chariot is a Two of Wands, right? You're holding the globe in, is suspended, really, not holding, suspending in the air, right, in your right hand, looking at the sun here that's about to set, and you made your choice. You have one that you've chosen. You've made your choice. You're making plans for that move. That move wasn't an impulsive move. You planned that out. You made your choice. The Two of Wands is also a card of planning on, you know, on making your way forward, okay? You made that plan. This is the Mars in Aries. This is full force, action and energy. It's aggression. You're moving forward quite aggressively, passionately. You're very, there's a sense of force here, okay? And almost like, because Mars in Aries can be quite destructive, right? Aggression. It's almost like you're moving forward so aggressively, so passionately that like that chariot is breaking down this road. So there's a real sense of, because that's how I felt initially before I started reading this card. Like, you're turning your back to something and you just like done. That's what's, because my eyes was going to that Empress card here, and all I could see was like, there's a sense of like, bye Felicia, like I'm so done. Like, okay, the way you don't like, that's what Spirit was leading me towards. And reading just that first line here, that's really what I'm getting. And next to that chariot, you have the Queen of Swords. Now we know she is one cold. She does not play. When she makes a decision, it's final, and she's very swift with it. Right? We don't see her face here, and I have to turn the card to remind myself again that is the queen. And even when you turn it, she's so masculine. That's the first thing I did when I pulled that card. Like, it's almost like I could feel the coldness. I know this is the sign of the queen, but there's a like we see the white hair. We see there's such a, you can feel the strength and the stillness coming from the card. I feel the energies. Okay, and if you're an intuitive person looking at the card, you can train yourself, not so much train yourself, but open your mind's eye and allow yourself. The more you practice it, the more you yourself will develop your intuition, and you'll see it too. And but anyways, what I'm getting at is that decision was made, and you are very swift with it, Cancer. It was a swift decision. You were decisive about it, and you wanted to just cut that cord, and you were done. Underneath it is the five of swords. Look at this. There's a sense of like mercilessness. Is that a word? I don't know, but it's like he's on his knees. He's like, oh my gosh, you're taking everything I've got. You're taking my sword. My family is gone. Oh, what do I do? He's just standing there proudly. I could not care less. And there are two swords underground. He dares not pick up the swords. Right? It's as if like he has surrendered. He has surrendered. He lost. He has surrendered. And you standing there and be like, good. Now, next conquest. You're gazing towards the future. You're gazing here towards that plane you have forward. Forward you move. March. Done. I'm done with this here. Done. This is the card of conflict. But here it's like the conflict is already over. You've already cut that cord. You're already done with the situation. You've already won over this situation. Okay? You're already done, left, sitting at your throne. You're the queen. Decisive. Smart. Done. That's literally, it's handled. That's what I'm feeling for you, Cancer. Gosh, Cancer. Like, this is like, it's so cool. Like, that the energy is just so, And then right here we have the nine of swords, and I don't feel that's you at all. I don't think you're losing sleep over this. And by the way, we're seeing the back of all of this. We're seeing the back. This is the back of the Empress as well. I don't think this is you. Someone is having sleepless night over this. It's as if this is all happening, and there's someone. This is the night sky on the outside. Someone is sitting in, looking at all of this happening. You out. You taking care of business. You out. Someone is losing sleep over this. Okay, someone is having a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of mental conflict and overthinking and loss of sleep. Someone is experiencing because of either your decision to move forward, to cut the cord, okay, to set yourself apart and to march on that new path. Someone is losing sleep over this. Someone is having a sad. And underneath that nine of swords, what do we have? The five of cups. More sadness. This is the card of real sadness. Someone is looking at the damage here, like what they've lost. Someone is looking at what they lost. Someone is realizing now what they've lost. He's in one knee. Offer not accepted. Offer denied. If he was on one knee proposing to someone, or if it's you, Cancer, who's going through this, that this happened to you, someone turned their back on you, someone just choose a different path, decided to go travel the world, maybe deciding to just like, I'm going and there's no coming back, Cancer. And they cut the cord. They were very decisive, right? Perhaps there was conflict if it's a relationship, and they really wanted to put an end to all that mess. They really wanted to put an end to the conflict. They really wanted to end that. They didn't want to deal with that anymore. They just turned their back, on you. If it's someone who did that to you, you are the person that's feeling that loss right now. You're the person who's having the sleepless night right now. You're the person who's evaluating, who's looking at those 3 empty cups right now. Okay? If that is happened to you, or perhaps you did that to someone and that person is in this situation right now, they're evaluating, oh my gosh, they're realizing now what they've lost. We have 5 years of conflict. It's the number of strife, okay? The fives. Yes, 5 can also be creativity, but not here. Here, this is conflict. And 5 is a 10. And it's also a completion, an ending. An ending to conflict, an ending to dissatisfaction, an ending to sadness. You're almost there. You're at the 9 of Swords. If it's you who's feeling that sense of loss, that someone turned their back on you, you're almost there. And this is your reading. So I'm going to assume that here, this is you turning their back on that, wherever that person is. Okay? This is you turning your back on whoever that person is. And if it's something that happened to you, something someone did to you, this would be you. Spirit is asking you to turn your back on all of it, to be done with it. Because it's not even worth your effort anymore. And to do that forcefully, like there's no misunderstanding about it. It's almost like Spirit is asking you to be ruthless in cutting that cord. Or you will actually be ruthless in cutting that cord during this February here, Cancer. Somebody's about to cry. And I hope it's not you. But there's a decision that's about to be made. There's a departure that's about to happen. And it's going to bring sadness to somebody. And that person will be sitting back, looking back, and going like, what have I done? Looking at the spilled cups. And perhaps they'll be having sleepless nights thinking, how can I get that back? But it's too late. We have a jumper. This is your woman's her oracle card by Doreen Virtue. And it's fell over on the floor. And what we have here is express your love. That's interesting. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Trust at the bottom of the deck. This situation is calling for you to have faith. I don't know, Cancer. I don't know. I don't know how you're going to make if it's a romantic situation, I don't know if you're turning your back in one person to choose your true love, or someone is turning their back on someone to choose you in this situation, or someone now is realizing what they've lost after someone else have cut the cord, and you're being asked to make the romantic gesture, or the person is being asked to make the romantic gesture. Because here they're saying like to have faith. This situation is asking to trust. And perhaps all of this was a lesson that needed to be learned. That ending, that departure needed to happen. Someone needed to travel, okay, to cut the cord with perhaps in a situation, or to put the cord that was cutting is the conflict itself, to turn their back to conflict, to choose a different way of being. But the oracle card is saying to go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I don't know, Cancer. I don't know. The way you're sitting pretty here, you have turned your back. If you're making a romantic gesture, it's not to that past. What you left behind, you can't go back. That's done for. You're making a romantic gesture to something else you're gazing on. You have your gaze at a new beginning. You have your gaze at something else. It's not going to be what you left behind. Okay? The situation is calling for you to have faith. Have faith in the decision that you made. That's what I'm getting here. I feel a real sense of almost you are justified in the decision you made. And almost that spirit is telling you, you are almost like right in your decision. And you're making it with such force, you're making it with such confidence that it almost like doesn't even matter, okay? Because you need to have faith in that you chose the right path for you. You choose the right person for you, Okay, and you need to know, Cancer, that there's no going back. Once you've walked away from that here, the chariot, that choice that was made here, there's no going back to it. That choice you made here, that new path you're going towards, perhaps that's what you need to have faith about, because these are all turning. They're looking the other way. Okay? So I hope this means something to somebody, okay? If you had to make a decision, you have to be decisive about expressing yourself to somebody, to make a romantic gesture to somebody. I feel very clearly that someone else will be cut off. You'll be departing from someone. Oh my gosh, the wind just picked up. You should see the way the trees are dancing here. I'm going to turn the camera slowly to give you a little taste, Cancer. It's so beautiful outside. I'm facing the my front yard, but the trees just started picking up. I'm really bad with this. I hope you can you can see it. But anyways, here we're back to the reading. All right. I like nature in every single way. I like the trees. My neighbors hate me because in the fall, let me tell you, I get the most leaves. But I'm up a hill and I don't want to cut my trees because it gives so much a sense of privacy and I enjoy them. But anyways, the wind just started blowing here. It was so beautiful. So Cancer, I hope this was helpful to you, and I feel so strongly about this. It's almost like it's personal. And I hope that you stand in your power, okay? Express your love, make the romantic gesture to wherever it is you see fit, cut the cord where you see fit, and know once you're choosing that path, you're choosing that new person, there's no going back to that other person or that other career, that other job, whatever it is, okay? And thank you so much for stopping by, and I really hope this was helpful to you, to somebody out there. Okay, that's a message that came through and I deliver it as it comes. And come back to see us real soon. Like, subscribe, comment if you feel like it. I'm sending you so much love on this Valentine's Day, and remember, love is the only answer.